Welcome back, my true crime junkies. I'm your host, Ida, and today we have a deeply captivating case that strikes a chord with many families. Join me as we delve deep into the perplexing disappearance of Daniel Cornelius Robinson, a young man whose once promising future took a dark and twisted turn in the expansive Arizona desert. Born January 14, 1997, to Mom Melissa Edmonds and David Robinson. Raised in South Carolina, Daniel was a beacon of brightness and adventure, overcoming physical hurdles with remarkable grace and determination. A budding hydrogeologist just stepping into his career path, Daniel's life plunged into tragedy on June 23, 2021, in Buckeye, Arizona. On that pivotal day, Daniel had exchanged messages with his coworker Kenneth before setting out to a job site. Witnesses observed an unusual demeanor in Daniel that morning, sparking concerns about his well-being. By 9 a.m., Daniel vanished without a single trace, leaving behind a trail of unanswered questions and a shattered family yearning for closure. Timeline details. On June 12, 2021, Daniel had been working part-time as an Instacart delivery driver. During the delivery, a woman, Caitlin, invited him to hang out at her home with a friend. Caitlin also gave him a podcast suggestion. The two exchanged numbers and began texting. According to Caitlin, Daniel showed up to her home unannounced and attempted to cease contact with him. One of the last communications with Daniel, according to the Buckeye police report, David, Dad, last heard from his son on June 22. June 23, 2021, 7 to 7:03 a.m. On the morning of his disappearance, Daniel goes to the Shell gas station. He buys $3.83 worth of fuel. This information was discovered later by police by triangulating both phone, bank, and car records. Authorities were able to confirm via grainy surveillance footage that Daniel was at Pump 4. He left by 7:03 a.m. On the morning of June 23, Daniel went to work. Daniel worked as a hydrogeologist, which meant he often met with representatives from companies who wanted to drill wells. His workday began at 7 a.m. That morning, he had a meeting with the company Weber. His coworker stated that Daniel was behaving strangely, staring into the distance and talking about things that did not make sense. His coworker reported the behavior to his supervisor. June 23, 2021, 8:10 a.m. Daniel last text message. According to phone records pulled from AT&T by police, Daniel's last text message was sent to his coworker, Kenneth. The contents of the text message were not included in the police report. June 23, 2021, 3 p.m. According to the police report, Daniel's coworker Ken was made aware that Daniel had not been located yet. He was also informed that Daniel had not contacted any family. Ken got in his vehicle and began searching for David. Ken told police that the road runs north and south, and if you head south, it comes to a T intersection. If you were to turn east, that would be going in the same direction where Daniel and Ken had come from earlier that day. Ken noticed Daniel's tire marks going westbound where that intersection turns into vast desert terrain. Ken followed the path trying to find Daniel, but was unsuccessful. By 7 p.m. Daniel's friend contacts his sister after they both could not make contact with him. Daniel's father, David, is contacted. He contacts Buckeye police but is told he must wait 12 hours before reporting him missing. He then reports him missing that evening. According to new information released by Buckeye police, Daniel's phone stopped pinging at 10:30 a.m. Despite exhaustive efforts from search parties and aerial sweeps across the desert landscape, no new leads surfaced in Daniel's case. It wasn't until weeks later that a local rancher stumbled upon Daniel's upturned Jeep Renegade, throwing a curveball into the investigation. The scene encircling the car painted a somber picture: clothing turned inside out, red paint splatters, and a cloud of mystery shrouding the car's post-crash condition. Renowned private investigator Jeff McGrath unearthed startling evidence that cast doubts on the sequence of events leading up to the discovery of the vehicle. Further forensic examinations shed light on critical details, hinting at a potential orchestrated crash and subsequent movements of the vehicle. However, the sinister whereabouts of Daniel lingered in the shadows, leaving his family treading a harrowing path in pursuit of justice and resolution. In present times, the Robinson family persists in their relentless quest to locate Daniel, igniting their advocacy through poignant media engagements and extensive community outreach. Their unwavering commitment and boundless love for Daniel stand as a beacon of hope in the relentless search for truth. Daniel's father. A former U.S. veteran who has worked tirelessly to find his son. He also founded the Daniel Robinson Foundation in hopes of closing the gap that many people of color face when their loved ones go missing. As we stand shoulder to shoulder with the Robinson family in their unyielding pursuit for answers, let us keep Daniel's story pulsating with life and honor those who are still in fervent search of their missing loved ones. Join me as we journey further into the realm of chilling mysteries on True Crime Junkies. Until we reconvene, stay watchful and stay informed. This is Ida, bidding you farewell. Remember, the truth is out there.